a 20-year-old girl vanished into the woods with her boyfriend, but only he walked out, leaving behind a trail of stolen trucks, bizarre lies, and a dark secret he eventually took to his grave. This is the deeply unsettling and unsolved case of Allyson Watterson, and the absolute chaos surrounding the guy who was supposed to care about her, Benjamin Garland. Allyson was known by everyone as a bright, compassionate girl who always saw the good in people. Unfortunately, that trait made her a target for Ben. Ben was 21, had a criminal history, struggled with severe substance abuse, and had active warrants out for his arrest. He was known locally as a dangerous, manipulative guy. But he convinced Allyson that he was going to get treatment and turn his life around. Instead, he dragged her into a nightmare. The timeline of their final weekend together in December 2019 is a chaotic mess of sketchy decisions made entirely by Ben.
Late on a Saturday night, a friend dropped the couple off at a light rail station.
Nobody saw them again until 5 in the morning on Sunday, when they randomly showed up at a local fire station. Ben claimed they had been robbed at knife point. But when the firefighters offered to call the police, Ben completely panicked and refused. He just wanted to use the phone to call his mom. At this point, Allyson was already missing one of her shoes. Ben's mom picked them up, allegedly stopped to buy a pie, and then dropped them off at a shopping center. This is where Ben's behavior goes from sketchy to completely unhinged. Instead of figuring out a safe way home, Ben steals a truck from the parking lot with Allyson in tow. They are caught on a random property owner's surveillance camera, pulling up in the stolen truck just to ask for directions to a farm. After that, Ben speeds off, eventually ditching the stolen truck on a dirt road. Now they are on foot in the freezing Oregon woods.
A little while later, they show up on a stranger's doorstep. The woman who lived there said they looked like a mess. Allyson was covered in mud and was now wearing Ben's shoes. Ben was standing there completely barefoot. They claimed they had been in a car accident. The homeowner offered to call the police, and once again, Ben adamantly refused. He used her phone to call his grandmother for a ride, and then he and Allyson walked away. They never met up with his grandmother. According to Ben, he saw his grandmother's car, but got too scared to get in. So he dragged Allyson back into the dense, freezing woods. The next morning, a random guy woke up to find Ben sleeping inside his truck. Ben was covered in mud, blood, and scratches. He casually told the truck owner not to be alarmed, claiming he had been at a bonfire and his friends and girlfriend just abandoned him there. Ben then got a ride home to his mom's house.
When his mom asked where Allyson was, Ben lied and said she had been arrested. Later that exact same day, he changed his story and told his dad that he just left her in the woods because she got too tired to keep walking. Later on, he would tell police that Allyson got scared of a barking dog and ran off. He also threw in a claim that she had told him she wanted to die anyway. He spun 5 different webs of lies to cover his tracks. For 6 agonizing months, nobody knew where Allyson was. Then a property owner clearing blackberry bushes found her remains. She was found in the exact same area where Ben had been wandering. Her sweatshirt was turned inside out, her undershirt was completely missing, and she was still wearing one of Ben's shoes. Because of the elements, a cause of death could never be officially determined. Ben was eventually arrested, but only for the truck he stole and his previous warrants.
He was never officially charged with Allyson's death because the evidence was entirely circumstantial and his stories kept shifting. He served a short prison sentence, got out early, and then in April 2023, Ben died of a reported overdose. He took whatever happened in those woods to his grave. We are left looking at a guy who actively avoided getting help for his girlfriend at every single turn, stole a vehicle, forced her through the mud, and then walked out of the woods alone with a pocket full of lies. Allyson's family is still waiting for the truth, but the one person who holds the missing puzzle pieces made sure he would never have to speak them out loud. Hit the like button if you enjoy the story. Please subscribe and drop a comment. I am your host, Emma, and stay a little spooked.